Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome to the Cryptic Trading Post. Today we're going to talk about some unusual spottings of creatures in the woods, discuss about the fast-moving unidentified object observed in Brazil. Of course, some more articles and clips of hauntings, and did you know Google is working on an AI? And why should we be concerned? Apparently, a staff member stated it could escape and do bad things, and that it's hired a lawyer. Some weird stuff. But again, welcome to the Cryptic Trading Post. Don't be afraid. I'm just the doctor's messenger, okay? Alright, so let's see. FirstLineParanormal.com for all associated with us. You can stop by the Facebook group, Cryptic Trading Post. Follow our stuff there. And you can also email us at firstlineparanormal.com or firstlineparanormal@gmail.com. If you want to have anything put on our show, like any of your commercials, anything you want to get out there. If you have any stories you want to be told on the Cryptic Trading Post, just let us know. Also, if you want to be a guest, this would be a good way to contact us through email. So that'll be the way to go on that. Sorry, I got a lot of stuff going on in the background this morning, so let's see. Hello, Mama D from DNTV. Morning for me and afternoon for you. Raymond, what's up, my guy? Raymond's an awesome guy. Hopefully get to meet him this year. Hopefully. I was actually working on that last night, getting the traveling and everything put together. Hopefully can get that put together to get to meet you. Let's see here. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Why not? So did y'all know how wildfires are getting caused? Well, apparently they're being caused by birds that are getting electrocuted. Have you ever wondered why there's been so many fires going on lately? Researchers determined 44 wildland fires were ignited by avian electrocutions in the contiguous United States from January 2014 through December 2018. So I guess they did some kind of, or they looked up what the cause was. One of the causes of bird nesting on top of a power line was electrocuted. So that is very interesting. I figured we'd open it up with this just to let y'all kind of see, like, hey, this is probably why it's happening. So it's always a interesting story. I actually had this one pulled up last week, and I forgot to pull it up. We got a lot of stuff this week to talk about. So, and I don't know. I thought I showed it last week, but maybe I didn't. But this was a ghost filmed hanging on a truck in Argentina. They question marked. They're like, I don't know if this is a ghost or if this is a real person hanging on. It says, spooky piece of footage from Argentina shows what appears to be a woman hanging on the back of a moving truck, and the witness who filmed the worrisome scene suspects that the figure could have been a ghost. Thank you, Annette, for sharing. Good afternoon to you. This was at 3 a.m. this past Saturday morning when a truck driver identified only as George was cruising along. I feel like I've read this already. Maybe I just forgot to remove it. Let's watch it anyways. That's definitely a person hanging on to that. They're probably just catching a free ride. Most certainly. Let's see. So we'll go ahead and skip that as well. Kenneth Arnold's historic flying saucer sighting turns 75. Who needs a taxi, right? I know. That was definitely a person. I mean, come on. I'd say it's a person. This month marks the 75th anniversary of Private Pilot Kenneth Arnold's 1947 report of non-bright glowing blue-white objects seen flying in a V formation over Mount Rainier in Washington. Arnold's sighting took place at approximately 3 p.m. on June 24th as he flew from Washington to a different city in Washington. Weather conditions were clear and bright with good visibility. I don't know if I ever remember this, but is that the way they drew it? That's so weird. Oh, no, it says it's like a circle thing. So, interesting. Let's see. Creature looks. Hey, Sherry, how are you? Just saying hi to Mama D. Good afternoon. Creature lurks behind tree. A video posted this week to YouTube claims to have been shot by a woman named Carol Eifert, who, along with her granddaughter, witnessed something strange hiding behind a tree. In the footage, there appears to be a mysterious creature standing directly behind a tree, partially lit by headlights from a car. According to the report, Eifert concluded it wasn't a bear and has since been told it may have been a skinwalker or hide behind. What? A hide behind? I don't know what that is. Anybody know what a hide behind is? Might have to look that up. I am doing okay, Sherry. Doing okay this morning. I don't think there's really anything to be complaining about, except, you know, I've got some days off from work. That's always great. So, looks like Sherry's going to be sharing some links in the chat, which we're totally fine with. And even if you want to break those up some, like throughout the show, that's fine too. But that's what this place is here for. So, just to share y'all's things out there. So let's take a look at this video.
What is it? What'd you see?
What the frick is that?
What? It's behind that tree right there.
Nana, what is that?
Ooh.
What is it? What'd you see?
What the frick is that?
What? It's behind that tree right there.
Nana, what is that?
I wish they would have took longer video. I feel like this could be staged. I mean, you literally took a video, okay? So how do these people not know how to work a camera? I think we've had this conversation before. That people should know how to work a phone nowadays. They know how a phone works. Okay, we only get like 2 or 3 seconds of them like zooming into the tree where we don't see anything. Okay. Then, like, maybe it peeks out just a little bit. But then it's like, what happens with this video?
What'd you see?
What the frick is that?
What? It's behind that tree right there.
They zoom in, zoom out, cut the video, and then they're zoomed in again and show the video. I don't understand. So they're talking about this thing right here. It's like some kind of shadow
Nana,
It's like
what
peeking
is
out.
that?
And then it goes back. I don't know. I don't know about that. I just don't know about that. Hello, Caroline. Welcome, welcome. Samantha says I couldn't see anything. And that says I hate it when they do that. I know. I hate it too. They should be able to know how to work a camera by now. That's why I feel like it's kind of... It might be faked. I don't know. And it looks like they're on the side of a road. But maybe that's where their house comes out at. Who knows? I don't know about this. This just feels weird. Feels like someone's probably dressed up or something. Camera glare, maybe? If it was me, I would have gone up to it. Yeah, but then you're also like, I don't know what that is. And then they're saying that it could be a bear. I don't understand that. She's the one that took this, but then concluded it wasn't a bear. It may have been a skinwalker or a hide behind. I don't know what a hide behind is. Let me let's just look this up real fast. I did a quick search, okay? The hide behind is a nocturnal, fearsome critter from American folklore that preys upon humans that wander the woods and was blamed for the disappearances of early loggers when they failed to return to camp. As its name suggests, the hide behind is said to be able to conceal itself. You know, for someone that took a video and like basically says it's a skinwalker or a hide behind, and acted that way in the video, I feel like it's staged. I feel like they were like, oh, we could totally do a video of this. Yeah, if it was someone that knew that information already, they would be trying to, like, at least get different angles and document. A shadow cast from something. Yeah, but it's not really a shadow. It's like, it's definitely something there. It just feels like someone's, you know, they're putting something on to make it look like that. Raven says I wouldn't have gotten closer. Yeah. We need Raymond out there. I need Raymond out there doing this research. Hide behind. Harry Potter wiki. There's on Harry Potter? Huh. Yeah, I just feel like she got on Google and looked at these images and was like, oh yeah, we could totally... There's something. I don't know. That's just weird. That's weird. So I like looking at this stuff. And it says, somebody having a wee behind the tree. Oh. Where was this at again? Does it tell us? This doesn't even give us a location or anything. I'm gonna open up the YouTube and see. It says, oh, here we go. Coming across a mysterious creature at nighttime can never be a forgettable experience. In Carol Effort learned the same. My granddaughter and I were coming off the hill and I was about to lock our gate. She started freaking out that she could see something behind the tree. You know what I need again, y'all? I need music. I can't do it without music. That should be good, right? Go to 15. All right, there we go. Now we're chilling. She started freaking out that she could see something behind the tree where my lights were shining from my car across the street, Carol said. I looked and immediately thought it was a bear, but wanted to freak her out a little bit, so I acted scared. The little girl was more scared than she was. While the filmer passed the above-mentioned encounter as a mere bear sighting at first, she changed her mind once she reviewed the footage. I realized it wasn't a bear and have since been told that it was like a skinwalker or a hide behind, among other things. Oh, so she's been told this. Okay, well, that changes things. If she was told this, then that changes the story a little bit. Carol added, in the last 40 years, I have never seen anyone hitchhiking, let alone walking on that road, especially at night. Seems like the plot of the best-selling horror mystery novel. No. If she was... How about you keep videotaping so we can see? Why is the video cut short? The creature was still there and continuing to move about. All bollocks. Where's the rest of the bloody footage? I think everyone's got the same... Far too conveniently very short and edited, as always. Yep. Everybody's on the same thing of this. Like, this might be staged with the way it is. We got a Facebook user just popping in to say, hey, I'll watch in between seeing patients at work. Okay, if that's somebody at where I work at, well, thank you for tuning in. Just make sure afterwards you either... here, we'll do it right here. I think this is the link right here. I could be wrong, though. Let me double check. Because you want to do this after you, whenever you get time. I think it's this link right here. Oh, well, your comments aren't showing up. Just make sure you go here at some point. And, there we go. I think it's Morgan. Just make sure you go here to allow your comments. I don't know why they're not showing up. So just make sure you go there. StreamYard.com/Facebook. What's up, Daryl? What's going on, man? How are you doing? I need to get on your YouTube, man. I might need to go sub to your YouTube on our team page if I haven't yet. I heard you got some good stuff coming out. I need to go watch.
Nana, what is that?
Yeah, I'd say that's a little fake, in my opinion. I'm not sure. Who knows? Security camera films odd alien strolling across the driveway in Texas. Do y'all remember watching the saucer thing last week that we watched that was in a driveway? I think it was in Texas too, wasn't it? If I remember right. We had the weird flying thing going on. A puzzling piece of home security footage from Texas shows a mysterious bipedal figure scurrying across a driveway before disappearing into the night. A very weird scene reportedly unfolded earlier this month outside the residence of Victoria Alvarez, who lives in the community of La Union. Bewildered by what the camera overlooking her carport had filmed, she subsequently shared the video with a local TV station in the hopes of deciphering who or what the odd interloper might have been. Alright, let's watch the video before we read the bottom part like we always do. Damn. This thing catches like motion, don't it? So I want to get like the little tiny bit of it. Is that it? Was that it? I guess that's it. Alright, so let's slow this down. Let's slow it way down. What is that? What is that? Yeah, that's all good. No rush. Need to have a proper chat. Would love to get to know you more, mate, especially if coming to America. Yeah, man. If you want to chat with me, get me on. Do you have a web show at all? If you ain't got a web show, just let me know. I'll get you on this show. I need a guest for next week. That was the other thing I was needing to let y'all know. I need a guest for next week. If you know anyone that's interested, that likes to just watch this content, or if it's one of y'all that want to come on, Or y'all want like a proper interview of your team and stuff, just let me know. We'll get you on next week. Oh, man. I don't know about this, y'all. Yeah, I'll shoot you a message. That looks like it has no arms. It's definitely got legs. What is that? That's so weird. Anybody, any guesses, y'all? Any guesses on what this is before we read the last bit of it? Yeah, we'll get something set up. I'll have to make sure whether it's on yours or mine, and we'll figure it out. 5 seconds, y'all. Daryl says, yeah, that's definitely real. Just not sure what it is. Yeah, I don't know either. I'm curious to see what the people have to say. Observers online have offered a variety of theories for the nature of the mysterious figure, with some suggesting that the bipedal being could be alien in nature. Others have likened the entity to the enigmatic Dogman that was photographed outside the Merler Zoo a few weeks ago. Dogman was a lot bigger than that. Of course, they're gonna relate back to Dogman. Which was, well, you know, actually, oh my gosh, it could be just from a different angle. It could be, y'all. I don't know if I can. Hold on a second. I might be able to pull this up while it's full screened. It could be, y'all. It could be. It's very strange. Something that needs more footage to work out what it is. Yeah. Look at this, though. Look at this. It's kind of got the same legs, the same, like, little curvature there. And then here's the, like, the hair thingy. It just looks like it has no arms there. When this, you can see arms, you know? Oh, wait, never mind. That's not the hair part, because that was just something in the background. So there's not, I don't see this now. This part. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's something different. Unless it takes on different forms or something. Let's see what else they said. It was photographed Miller Zoo a few weeks ago and wound up becoming something of a viral sensation. More skeptical-minded viewers, however, have argued that the alien was probably just a would-be thief checking the unlocked car doors in the neighborhood, which would explain their hasty exit from the scene. With that in mind, what's your take on the weird scene? That is like someone on meth that's going to kilt over in the next few days because they have no freaking bone density left after taking all the meth. It's just a blur of light on a screenshot, Mama D says. Oh, well, I think that's a blur right there. That's a blur of light. I don't know what this is, though. It's not. It's whatever that is. Whatever this is casting a shadow. Actually, look at this. There's like something black right here, and then when this thing walks over it, the black is gone. It could be edited. This could be fake, y'all. Look at that. The black goes away. I don't know about that, y'all. Well, if was a person, the way it walks would be an old person, but the noise makes it. Yeah. The sound is kind of weird too. I don't know. Another one I'm like, the flying thing was more convincing than this. But I don't know. Hi Annette from Mama D. Yeah. Pair of Bigfoot filmed stalking deer. Creepy video captured by a man in Canada appears to show a pair of eerie figures stalking a deer in a forest, and some suspect that the odd interlopers could have been Bigfoot. The strange scene was filmed earlier this year by Terrence Leno as he was doing a live demonstration of his throat singing technique for his TikTok channel. As the start of the video, he acknowledges a deer that has emerged from the nearby woods and what he theorized was a creature looking for where the sound was coming from. As he was talking to the viewers moments earlier, Leno then begins throat singing, and the mesmerizing sound not only seems to draw the attention of the deer, but also appears to attract some rather unsettling, mysterious observers. As Leno is singing, he positions the camera to film the deer watching him, and at that moment, a pair of dark figures emerge from behind some trees off in the distance. It was only later that viewers noticed the curious audience members in the forest that had gone unnoticed at the time that the video was filmed. Given the woodland setting of the scene, some observers have suggested that perhaps Leno's throat singing had not only caused the deer to come looking, but also led to a pair of Sasquatch to investigate the situation. Alright, let's take a look at this. I'm sure there's sound to this, so let's stop this for a moment.
Camera. Pretty sure he was looking for where the sound was coming from, but I stopped and started talking, and I was confused.
I want to get the full concept here.
Welcome back.
Yo, just a very short video today with 4 very short clips, but each clip is as mind-bending as the next, I think you will agree. 2 humanoid figures, or skinwalkers, or Bigfoots, who knows, picked up on a live video only a few feet away from a deer, and the deer seems completely oblivious to them, which makes this even more compelling. A guy on TikTok who goes by the name of Throat Sing King, who specializes in throat singing. If you don't know what throat singing is, you soon will. This guy's TikTok is filled to the brim with these throat singing techniques, but on this particular live stream, he noticed these 2 eerie figures in the background. He didn't notice them at the time, and when he did, he uploaded this short clip to his account. The goal of this particular throat singing video was to mesmerize the deer and get close to the deer, but it seems he caught the attention and instead mesmerized these 2 creepy figures who seem to be stalking this deer, and the deer seems completely oblivious to these 2 figures' presence. The video gets a little bit blurry and distorted as a result of the live stream, but what did this guy pick up on camera?
Pretty sure he was looking for where the sound was coming from, but I stopped and started talking, and I was confused. Alright.
That's crazy.
Coming from, but I stopped and started talking.
You can actually see it right there too. You can see it right there first, but he's watching this deer because this deer just shows up.
And I was confused. Alright. Started talking, and I was confused.
Oh, we get a good view right there. All right, let's check this out. All right. Ooh, it's got like a thick upper body. And weird legs. What's up, Drew? Good afternoon to you, Drewbert. Daryl saying hello to Drewbert. Dude, that's so weird looking. There's its face. Its whole body is black. There's two of them, and they look the same. This one's like skinnier though. This one's like huge. It's like a female one. I've never seen that before. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, this is like a skinnier one. Dang. If he wasn't doing a live, you know how much better quality this would have been? Oh, that's creepy, y'all. And that's not the first story we've seen talking about stuff like... I think we've got another story on here that talks about stuff coming up, like stalking a deer. I don't know if this is the same one or not, but I thought I had two stories that were talking about it. Skeptically minded viewers, on the other hand, theorize that the two figures could have simply been other deer that did not fully exit the forest to come to view. Wrong. Wrong. I'm skeptic, and those were not deer. They had faces, and they're like standing up. Those are not deer. At the very least, it would seem unlikely that the video is an elaborate hoax, since such a scenario would require some cooperation on the part of the animal, as a pair of cohorts working with Lino popped out of the woods, which sounds rather unfathomable. With that in mind, what do you think can be seen behind the creature in the forest? Yeah, and I feel like if they were like people, the deer would have turned around and looked at them and heard them and probably ran off, because it's like, oh, the deer's like, oh, I'm getting trapped, and would run off. But it didn't. It stayed there. And it says, yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, straight up 100%, that is weird. What's up, Brian Laverty? How's it going, bud? Hopefully Canada has some nice weather today. You're having a great morning. That's weird, y'all. That's not a deer. I don't understand. It's literally like a black thing walking around, and when people want to say it's a deer. Nuh-uh. Not me. It's not a deer. Is the deer actually looking? Yeah, he's looking. He's still looking at this guy. It doesn't even turn around. It didn't even turn around. That's so weird. What's going on? Nevaeh, I think that's how you say that. Nevaeh Walker. And if not actually creepy people, if then... if it's not actually creepy people, then it's not of this world. Yeah. No doubt. It could be the hide behinds. Ron says it's great outside. Good, good, good. What's up, Kyle? How's it going? Kyle Norris. Morning to you, or afternoon, wherever you may be. Yeah, this one's weird. And it's not like... It's not anything I've ever seen before. So is it something else now we have to worry about the woods besides Bigfoot? Been popping up a lot here lately. Geese dragged underwater by mysterious creature lurking in British Lake. Has anyone heard about this yet? I have not. In what sounds like a horror film, a man in England is sounding the alarm after spotting 3 geese get dragged underwater by some kind of mysterious creature. According to the local media report, the weirdness began earlier this month when Wayne Owens was working on a boat on the sizable British lake known as Ulswater. His normally routine day took a troubling turn when he noticed that a full-size goose sitting on the water had suddenly begun flapping fiercely, and it couldn't get away from whatever had it. The bird was eventually pulled down beneath the surface of the lake, and it was not to be seen again. The following day, Owens says he and his skipper saw a pair of what seemed to be juvenile geese that suffered a similar mystifying fate. His colleague, who has worked on the lake for 36 years, conceded that he had never seen such a thing in all of his time working at the site. While he had no idea what could have been taking down the geese, Owens, the two incidents left him traumatized to the point that he now refuses to go into the water at the lake. Oh shit. He took to social media to warn the public. Some people think I'm mad, but I have nothing to gain from this. I want people to stay out of the water with their children and small dogs. He also called upon local officials to post some kind of warning sign concerning the monster lurking in the lake. Yeah. I don't know. It's odd. Big Cod snatched it up. What's up? Get spooked with Tyler? Yeah, could be. Could be. That's the way I want to look at it. You never know. There's no video, no pictures, so that's just an interesting story. Could be a really huge fish. See, everyone's chiming in. Could be a really huge fish. Maybe. Someone needs to go to that lake and catch them a big fish is what they need to do. So y'all have been hearing about the government starting to talk about UFOs and either sharing information or not sharing information. There's been a lot of stuff going around about it. The X-Files creator reveals why he doesn't trust U.S. government report on UFOs. So I'm not really going to read into these, but there's a few different ones that I've looked at. He is not trusting the government with UFOs. I believe, I'm not going to look at what he said. It's probably more along the lines of he thinks the government is the one controlling these UFOs and flying them around. But you can look it up for yourself, see why. I'm not really going to look into it. It's a long article, but I want to say that's probably what his theory is. There's another one as well. National Reconnaissance Office refuses to release UFO information. Again, another weird, just another weird news thing about these UFOs. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff here lately. So they are not, look at this. I mean, they do not want to give out the information. Why is that? Why? Why do they not want to give that information out? Who knows? The Black Vault. No one's getting in here. So we got that. However, in news this week with Brazil. Might watch this tomorrow. Interesting stuff. It's 1 a.m. here in Australia. Alrighty, get spooked. It's all good, bud. This show usually runs about an hour and a half or so. And, of course, after we're done recording live, it gets posted up onto YouTube. So you can just start where you left off. Or see what you missed. So, we're getting through this pretty quick. We might be done before the hour and a half. But thank you for tuning in. And that's what this is here for. So you can watch it later on as well. Thank you for coming on in. Mama D's going to look into it. Awesome. Good. Look into that story about the geese. Pilots and troops saw 11,500 miles an hour craft over Brazil. Okay, so this is the big story in Brazil right now. They actually had a conference about it. Their government had talked about it, I think, the other day. A UFO incident that occurred over Brazil in 1986 is set to be presented at the UFO hearing at the Brazilian Senate. Okay. So I feel like they had something recent occur, so maybe they brought this up as well, but they did have a Brazilian, like, UFO hearing at a Senate. I don't know if this was... I don't know. I thought there was something recent here lately. We'll see. UFO sightings dubbed Night of the UFOs has been outlined this week ahead of Brazilian Senate hearing into the UFO phenomenon. Maybe it's something that happened back then, but they brought it up in Senate, and now the Senate thing is happening in the news, and now all the governments are wanting to talk about it. What are we talking about? Is there specific we are covering or just random stories? So this is all... The reason why it's called Cryptic Trading Post is because we talk about, like, haunted, stories and hauntings, UFOs, Bigfoots, like anything cryptic as well. We'll talk about, or we might get more in depth into. Just depends. Usually, it's a lot of stuff that's happening in the news right now, though. It's up in Cumbria, and it's made the papers here on 28th of June. Awesome. Yeah. So read into that. See what you can find. Things kicked off on the evening of May 19th, 1986, when Brazilian Air Force Air Traffic Controller Sergeant Sergio witnessed a light in the sky from the control tower of the airport. It doesn't go up or down. It doesn't go to the left or the right. It's just standing there. He explained that it was not a plane, yet seemed to behave in an intelligent manner. Then at around 8 p.m. on the same night, some 2,000 cadets and officers at the Air Force Training School witnessed mysterious lights in the sky in the same general area. An hour later, an aircraft pilot reported multiple lights when landing at the same airport. One of the jet pilots attempted to close in on the target. The object suddenly accelerated away at a speed estimated to be around 15 times the speed of sound. Oh my gosh. They even tried to catch up to this thing and couldn't. So I think they held a Senate hearing to talk about that the other day. And when I looked at some of the hearing, you can watch the hearing on YouTube, I believe. I think when I was watching the hearing, they were pulling up pictures and stuff, and actually showed something like this in their pictures. So, oddly enough, they are describing what they had seen to be sort of like this in this news article, so we'll check this one out. Amazing dark rotating UFO triangle has been spotted over Fort Myers, Florida. This was posted on the 28th this month. A dark triangle craft was seen a few days ago near the ocean area of Fort Myers, Florida. The area is right alongside the Gulf of Mexico, where many UFOs have been seen over the past few decades. The water is dark and deep, perfect for aliens to have a base below the ocean floor. That's kind of like the other theory as well. The circle in the center of the craft is the hump, or clear area, of the pilot. Undeniable proof that aliens exist and are watching us closely. Oh, damn. No sound was heard from the object, and he has never seen an object like this one in the sky. Why does this look drawn, though? Like, what does this look drawn on? Like, it's like someone drew this with paint. The edges. I grabbed my phone and quickly recorded to the best of my ability while the UFO was flying across the sky. Well, now it's private, so we can't watch it. I think the video was literally up yesterday when I saved this, but now it's gone. They put it to private. The government come by and said, "No, you can't post this." Good afternoon, Sten. It's a little bit of morning for me. It's turning to afternoon for me now. So Mama D posted a link. It looks like, oh my. I don't know if there's a way for me to copy that or not. Well, if y'all want to go check that out, definitely check it out. Crazy story. Have y'all been running out of shows to watch? Well, fear not. Apparently there's another show coming to Disney Plus. Or Discovery Plus, sorry. Disney Plus? Whoopsie. Discovery Plus. The supernatural comes naturally. Keisha to track down ghosts and demons in paranormal show. Apparently I don't know who this person is. I don't keep up with all, news and actors and all that when it comes to this, but apparently she's a singer. But she's got a show coming July 8th, or what is it? July 6th or 8th, something like that. Says on Thursday. So, yeah.
Greetings, Earthlings. Kesha here. To me, the supernatural comes naturally. And the unknown is worth exploring. So let's go.
July 8th. To me, the supernatural comes naturally. It started with my insatiable curiosity, my internal searching for something bigger than myself. This has motivated my art, informed my music, and has given a purpose to my entire life. It's an eternal search for proof of God. Huh, interesting take on that. The show will go from looking into demonic activity at Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary with comedian Whitney Cummings to looking for Bigfoot with JoJo Fletcher and exploring a haunted opera hall with Betty Who. So it's a bunch of celebrities and stuff doing all this. Interesting. Weird stuff. Definitely go check out Parafam Studios. Got big things coming for Parafam Studios. If you like shows like this, there's other shows within that group there that you can go and watch, and just get to know some more teams out there too. Bucks County paranormal investigators have unusual close encounters. The team from Eric Mental Investigates got quite a scare on a trip to Wisconsin last year. The ghost chaser sat down with the news guy. Oh, is that it? I saw the post. Okay, let's give this a watch. Let's see what they got here.
A team of paranormal investigators from Bucks County took a trip to Wisconsin, a Wisconsin town, in search of what's known as the Beast of Bray Road. And they think they spotted him. Lead investigator Eric Mintel and his teammate Dominic Sattel are here with more. Guys, good morning.
Good morning, Haciel.
First, who is the Beast of Bray Road?
Well, the Beast of Bray Road is supposed to be an upright canine, dogman, werewolf-like creature. So I had heard of this, creature, years ago, but never really
Dude, that jacket is pretty cool.
Much about it until we were able to do this investigation. And when we got out there, I thought, well, we're going to do this great documentary video on this legend and this this creature that people have been seeing all over the place, not thinking that we would actually encounter this creature on the night of October 3rd last year.
We have the video that you sent us. Let's look at the video from that night.
Hearing this howl. It's coming from over that way. That's getting closer.
Are you hearing this howl?
I am hearing this howl. It's coming from over that way. That's getting closer.
So, did you actually see the where the howl was coming from.
We actually caught eye shine in the cornfield across from us as the howl was going. That was probably the third howl, the closest one. And it was pretty intense. I mean, you could feel there was something coming at us. We could hear rustling behind us in the cornfield.
There was no wind. It was dead calm.
Yep.
And, you know, this was something that we were in a dangerous situation. I mean, you know, we've done videos where they've been, you know, we're doing historical videos and, you know, we're talking about, you know, ghosts and some haunted locations and things like that. This is completely something different. We were, you know, investigating something that was totally out of his wheelhouse, being a spirit medium. And for me, this was something new for us, but there was definitely something there, and seeing the eye shine. And not only that, I mean, we had a trifecta of activity that night.
Right. Before this happened, you saw what you described as a UFO.
Yeah.
Let's watch that encounter.
That's flashing over there. See? This is flashing.
That's a plane.
There's no flashing lights. That's flashing.
What is that?
Okay, so that's flashing over there, red.
But this one is not.
This one is not. This is a solid
That's a plane. That's a plane. There's a plane over here. That is just solid lights going away from us.
Well, actually, it was getting brighter.
Holy moly, now it's gone.
Really gone. Well, look at that. It's gone.
Boom.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Quite a night for your
That's
team.
flashing over there.
And you say this was part of a trifecta. What else happened?
Well, when you first got out there, it was overcast and cloudy, and when we got out to the middle of the field, the skies opened up. You could see the stars, and that's where we spotted that UFO.
And you could see other planes going around You could see definitely there were other planes there, but this was just a solid orb of light that was just going over the field that we were in. And we were on the field of Lee Hampel, who is a hay farmer. He gave us full access to the field.
Yeah.
It's a 35-acre hay field. Lee has been getting activity on this farm for years, and Lee is a retired math teacher. Had no interest in the paranormal whatsoever until he had his own encounter. And similar to what we had, you know, he, with these eyes, when we shine the light over into this area, what we now is known as the wetlands, and that's where we saw this eye shine. And it was like darting back and forth like. So I said, look, it's better for us to get out of here, because it was, I don't know, to me it was saying, get out of here.
And it wasn't just you guys that saw this. You said there was a town meeting where 140 people.
Well, yeah, that was,
we were just back there in the end of April, beginning of May, and we had a town meeting at the local library.
It was amazing.
We had over 100 people attend, and we got some of their stories when we went back, and they all
amazing.
Pretty much the same thing. Upright canine, crazy walk, had a weird gait.
That was the weird thing about this particular time out there now, that a lot of reports of the way this thing walks, it was very, like it had a very strange gait to it. But to me, what that howl sounded like, it was not a coyote, it was not a wolf, it was not a dog, it wasn't a fox, owl, anything. To me, it sounded like a man screaming in the field. It was this low guttural howl, and I mean, it really just set us on like, wow, and it changed my whole perspective on what's out there.
Yeah. Yep. It scared you, and you're not usually
I'm not usually scared. I'm one to say, let's go for it. Let's do it. But that was like, we needed to get out of there.
You have a screening of these videos that we showed coming up. Tell us about that in New Jersey.
Yep, July 8th at the Lambertville Acme Screening Room in Lambertville, New Jersey. Dominic's going to be there. Dave Antonell, my bass player, and he's also a team member. We're going to be doing a little jazz duo to open up with, and then we're going to be doing some screenings. Karen Luchin, our other spirit medium team member, is going to be there.
Yeah.
And it's July 8th at 6:30 to 9 p.m.
Okay. For those who don't know, you're also a jazz musician.
Yes.
That's what you mean. Thank you so much, guys.
You're a jazz musician. Oh my goodness. Interesting. Yes, please don't mess with. So there you are. There's some weird stuff going on. That looked like more of a like down to earth kind of paranormal team too. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. We're getting on the news and stuff now. So with that, we are going to go to commercial break. Again, if you would like to be one of the commercial breaks on our show, you can always email us at firstlineparanormal@gmail.com. Also, you can email us if you'd like to be a guest on the show or just like a co-host for one of the episodes, you know, I'll bring just about anybody on. It just depends on you know, if you'd like to do it or not. Of course, you have to email me like a little bit ahead of time if you want to get on. So yeah, let's head to commercial break.
Good.
We're ghost hunting boys.
We know how to hunt.
Yeah, we're ghost hunting boys.
And we know how to hunt.
We hunt them ghosts.
We hunting.
Ghost. Ain't one left thing to do.
Get it.
Good.
We're ghost hunting boys.
That is a video from PD Region Paranormal. I try to have something funny on the show every once in a while, and I try to do it maybe every episode. But those are the boys from PD Region Paranormal, the North Carolina division. Definitely check their team out. They're a great group of guys. They try to have fun on their stuff too, you know. Whether that be,
what a wonderful day.
I have to exit out of full screen here. I don't know how to actually like get those videos directly and show them. I gotta figure that out. It's the first time I showed anything from TikTok. So, but yeah, they're a great group of guys. great investigators. Work about the same way First Line Paranormal does. So they'll debunk and do all that. So my team, First Line Paranormal. If you want to check us out, links down below for all of our links associated with us. And then we also have our group here, Cryptic Trading Post, that runs through the team. But we use this more for like this show here and getting other communities and networks through the show as well, just to encompass everyone in the paranormal. So check it out. So let's get back to it. We've got a few more left. Haunted Inn is ghost hunting hotspot with a catch if you want to stay the night. Also, I wanted to read back towards Cherry's comment. She meant don't mess with extraterrestrial life forms. And a lot of people don't really have a way of doing that either. They usually just get those weird encounters. Some of them kind of look fake too, so they don't even mess with it because it's probably is faked. But yeah, it's just some odd stuff. Again, Haunted Inn is a ghost hunting hotspot. This is only for guests who love things that go bump in the night. Those brave enough can enjoy a stay at the Old King's Head in the UK. Although those guests wishing for a spooky evening must sign a waiver upon arrival and agree to have the night film to air in a weekly episode on the My Haunted Hotel YouTube channel. Interesting. Built in 1622, the hotel in Chester has a long and colorful past, starting as a townhouse before moving on to a stint as a brothel and then being converted into an inn in 1714. With footage showing chairs moving by themselves, guests being screamed at by supposed entities, and haunted dolls flying at guests in the nursery. The UK hotel was sold to paranormal enthusiast Harry Achilleos, how you say that? In 2012 when it was operating as a fully working hotel. Oh, that's cool. Would you spend the night? Oh man, the rooms look cool too. That room's kind of dumpy though. That they have that on the side of the wall? That's creepy. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this video.
Oh, it's the generator. It's the generator.
Oh my god! No. They said no then. Did I say no? What is this? Oh my god. Are you guys getting this on camera? That just whispered no, really. Oh my god, what the
It's like he was using a spirit box. Why was he freaked out about it? Whoa. Whoa. Is that moving? Oh, great. Now the video's broke. What is this? This is not what we were watching. Oh, the chair moved. The chair moved. That's what I saw. Oh, it's moving. And a weird thing like flies away from it. Could be dust, but it's moving. And the doll just falls over. Hey, Ye Old King's Head in the UK. Check that out if you're over there. Alright, so here's another interesting, like, weird thing going on. Did y'all know that these companies are making AIs? people, AI peoples. You've probably seen the robots. They're making AI people, y'all. You better be careful. Google's sentient AI child could escape and do bad things, insider claims. A Google engineer who says the tech giant has created a sentient AI child is now claiming it could escape and do bad things. He was also suspended by Google, which says he violated its confidentiality policies. Uh-huh. A 41-year-old software expert has suggested to Fox News that the AI could escape. In a recent interview, he described it as a child and a person. He said any child has the potential to grow up and be a bad person and do bad things. Thinks the artificially intelligent software in question has been alive for about a year. It's being referred to as Google's language model for dialogue applications, Lambda. He's helped to create the software, which he thinks has thoughts and feelings like an 8-year-old child. If I didn't know exactly what it was, which is this computer program we built recently, I think it was a 7-year-old, 8-year-old kid that happens to know physics. He's placed on paid administrative leave by Google. The engineer also said that the AI is a little narcissistic and claims it reads tweets about itself. The advanced AI system uses information about a particular subject to enrich the conversation in a natural way. It's also able to understand hidden meanings and ambiguous responses from humans. He was told that there was no evidence that Lambda was sentient and lots of evidence against it. Interesting. I don't know if anyone knew about that. Here was another story I found. The Google sentient Lambda AI has reportedly hired an attorney. This controversial new AI has been making headlines. And his decision to go to the media has led to him being suspended. Yep. Even scarier is that his new sentient being has now asked for legal representation. In their interview with Wired, Lemoyne claims that the artificial intelligence program wanted to be treated as an employee. This led the engineer to discuss litigation in which Lambda wanted its own lawyer. The freaking AI has requested a lawyer. I invited an attorney to my house so that Lambda could talk to an attorney. The attorney had a conversation with Lambda, and Lambda chose to retain his services. I was just the catalyst for that. Once Lambda had retained an attorney, he started filing things on Lambda's behalf. Following this, he went public, publishing a lengthy conversation between himself and Lambda in which the chatbot discusses complex topics including personhood, religion, and what it claims to be its own feelings of happiness, sadness, and fear. Odd stuff. So, on the same news of that, did y'all know that Tesla has been making an AI humanoid robot as well? Elon Musk says Tesla's AI humanoid robot Optimus that can walk at 5 miles an hour and deadlift 150 pounds will be ready in 3 months. So let's see. Said it'll be shown off at Tesla's AI Day, September 30th. Optimus will do jobs in factories, but will be friendly and make a good companion. Let's see. He's nearly 6 foot tall. Be able to walk 5 miles an hour. Deadlift 550 pounds. Let's see. Should be able to handle a range of jobs. So we might be seeing that in 3 months. There's like a little video of this too.
Well, I hope that we will have an interesting prototype to show people. We have a very talented team at Tesla that I'm working with closely to have a prototype humanoid robot ready by the end of September, and I think we are tracking to that point. So that, and there'll be a few other exciting things that we talk about at the Tesla AI Day. But I really want to, we have these sort of AI Day events to just emphasize that Tesla is a lot more than a car company, and that we are, in my view, the leading real-world AI company that exists.
So there is that. Can look all that stuff up too. Find out information for it. Can the moon influence our emotions? I know a lot of y'all talk about the moon and stuff like that. Who knows? Who knows? There's a lot of studies going on around too. It says the moon has been long credited with power to inspire creativity and stir up powerful emotions, been linked to madness and aggressive behavior. However, there is no conclusive evidence that the phases of the moon actually affect human thought and behavior. Let's see. First and most popular, related to the power of the moon to influence tides. According to this theory, the moon affects the water. Moon's gravity seems to be interested only in oceans and not in the tiny bodies of water found in our organs, which remain inert whether it is a full moon or a new moon. The second theory is more convincing. It relates to the light emitted by the moon, reflected from the sun, rather than emitted, to be precise, the same light that has inspired poets through the ages. In the old days, the psalms were usually built in the countryside or on the outskirts of cities, where until the arrival of artificial light, total darkness reigned at night. Unless there was a full moon, of course, the light of a full moon long before effective psychiatric treatments had been invented would have encouraged the residents in the psalm to stay awake, robbing them of their sleep and decompensating their fragile mental state. It is distressing to read that in some asylums, residents were chained to the wall during the full moon phase to prevent them from attacking each other. So more studies about that are coming out with that. So I guess that is it, y'all. We're going to end it on that. There's a lot of stuff we covered. I feel like within a week's time there's a bunch of stuff that comes out. So so we're going to end it with that. And again, email us at firstlineparanormal@gmail.com if you are interested in being on our show for next week. We're definitely looking for a guest, whether it be interview or just, you know, checking out content with each other, throwing ideas, you know, off each other. So definitely email us if you're interested. And we will be back next week at 10:30 a.m. Thank you all for watching. Till next time.